the next conversion, decimal to octal. Okay, so from the decimal number we have a three different types of conversion we are going to do it. So already we done one conversion, that is decimal to binary, that is over. The next decimal conversion is what? Decimal to octal. So this topic we are going to convert one decimal to octal. How to convert? Okay, so that part only. The same method, repeated division by 8 method. In binary, what method we are following? Repeated division by 2 method. We one of the method we are followed already, right? The same thing, but here this is octal conversion, no. So that's why we are going to convert the following method is repeated division by 8. Okay, you just see that this conversion, especially for what? To convert the given number into octal. So to convert the decimal to octal using or following the repeated division by 8 method, it can be used. This method is the same as we have learned from the decimal to binary conversion, but in this method we take 8 instead of 2. Yeah, this thing only I told already. See the example. So this is one of the decimal number, that is what? 100, right? So this 100 we are going to convert into octal conversion. So how is it possible? Same thing, repeated division by 8 method. So as usual, 100 here you have to put in the right hand side, and in the left hand side you have to just write 8. The first time this 8 number should be divided by this 10. Okay, so the first number is smallest number when compared to this 8, so I have to take the first two digit, that is 10. So how many times? 1 times 1 8s are 8, so 1 I am putting here. Balance what? 2. 2 we have to join with the nearest number, that is 0, so now it is 20. So 20 means how many times? 2 times 2 8s are 16. Okay, so balance 4, so you have to put 4 here. Understood? All right, the next step, 8. Again, here the last number is what? 12. Now you are going to divide by 8. So how many times? 1 times 1 8s are 8, right? Balance 4, so that I am putting here. Okay, the next 8 here, so we can't able to put anything because this is what? The same number, so we can't able to divide it. So we have just write, stop the execution. Now you have to take the value, that is what? 1 4 4. This only I am putting here. Okay, so this right hand side value 1 4 4. In case this value we don't want to put here, why? Because already it will be goes to the minimum value when compared with this one, so don't need to put here this 8. Okay, just simply stop this second step, and you have to write from 1 1 4 4. Sorry, not one, this one 1 4 4. Okay, so that is a procedure. So the answer is what? 144 base 8. So what procedure you have to follow in the decimal to binary conversion? The same procedure you have to follow. Instead of 2, you can write 8 for converting the decimal to octal conversion. Okay. Why? Because why you are choosing 8 ma? Because octal, the value, base value is what? 8. That is what? 2 power 3, that is what? 8. That's why we are putting what? 8 here. Okay. Right. That's all about decimal to octal conversion. The next decimal to, so the next conversion is decimal to hexadecimal. So this is the third conversion from the decimal number, right? So this conversion we are going to follow the same method, that is repeated division method, but following by 16. Repeated division by 16 method we are going to follow, because this method we are going to convert one decimal to hexadecimal. Okay, now we are going to see the example. So this is the given number 10767 base 10. This is a decimal number. Now we are going to convert this decimal number into hexadecimal. So how can we get this answer? We'll see that. See the problem. So here left hand side 16, right hand side you just write the input number 10767. So now first we are going to convert, sorry, we are going to multiply that. So 16 on here 10767. So how we are going to start? First we have to take the first number 1, it is not divisible by 16. So that's why we are going to take the near number 10. It is possible to devise? No, it's not possible. So once again you have to take the nearest number 7. Now the value is what? 107. So now it is possible to divide it by 16. So now we are going to start. So 107 divided by 16. How many times? 6 times first of all. 6 times 6 into 16, that is what? 96. So that's why I am putting 6 here. So 96. So 107 minus 96, we have what? 11, right? So that 11 we are going to join with the nearest number 6. So already 6 is there, 11 is there. So now 11 joining with 6 means we have to get 116. So now again we are going to divisible by 16. So how many times? 7 times. So 7 into 16, we have to get 112. So 116 minus 112, we have to get what? 4. That 4 value we are going to join with the nearest one, that is what? 7. So now the number is what? 47. Now once again we are going to divisible by 16. So how many times? 2 into 16, 32. So 47 minus 32, the remainder value is what? 15. Understood? Yes, that's all. The next, another step. Again, 672 we are going to divisible by 16. So again, we are going to take the first two numbers, 67. So how many times? 4 times. So 4 into 16, that is what? 64. 67 minus 64, balance 3. Then take the nearest number 2. So 32 now. How many times? 2 times. 2 into 16, 2 into 16, 32. The remainder is what? 0. Right? That's it. The next time, once again, 16 we are going to divide by, that's 42. So how many times? 2 times. So 2 into 16 what? 32. So already 42 is there. 32 minus 42, sorry, 42 minus 32, balance 10. That's it. So already we reached the lower value compared with 16. So we are going to stop the execution. Now take the value from the bottom to top. The first number is what? 2, then 10, then 0, then 15. But in hexadecimal, 0 to 9 is the common number. After 9, number 10 should be represented as alphabet A. Did you remember that? Already I told in the theoretical class, right? So number 10 should be represented as alphabet A, and number 15 should be represented as alphabet F. So that's why instead of 10, you just mention A, and instead of 15, you just write F. So now you have to write 2 A 0 F. That is answer. 2A 0 F. So that is answer of this conversion from decimal to hexadecimal. Clear, my dear students? Yes. So that's why this is the method you can convert one decimal to hexadecimal. Okay? Yes. Thank you. The next topic, conversion of fractional decimal to binary. So here before we are discussed only decimal number to binary, octal, hexadecimal we are converted, right? Now one fractional decimal, how can we convert? Okay, we have one fractional decimal number. So that fractional decimal number, how can we convert to binary? So that topic only we are going to discuss right now. So this conversion method we are going to follow repeated multiplication by 2. Here before we are discussed repeated division by 2, right? That is a normal decimal number, but here this is a fractional decimal number. So we are going to follow one method, that is what? Repeated multiplication by 2. Okay, students, don't confused. Only fractional decimals alone we are going to follow repeated multiplication by 2 method. Apart from that, remaining all the number conversion we can follow only repeated division by 2 method. Okay, don't confused. All right, so this method, the steps involved in the method of repeated multiplication 2 is we have follow some 2 steps. Number 1, multiply the decimal fraction by 2. Multiply the decimal fraction by 2. Okay, so multiply the decimal fraction by 2 and note the integer part. We have a integer part and fraction part. So note the integer part. Then the integer part either is 0 or 1. Okay, you just consider the next step. Number 2, discard the integer part of the previous product. Okay, discard it. You just discard the discard means what? You just avoid the integer part and multiply the fractional part of the previous product by 2. Okay, so every time we are going to multiply one number, in the sense we have two different parts. One is fractional part, another one is integer part. Integer part you just avoid it, and fractional part only you can multiply the next step. Okay, so the same thing you can follow up to till end of the conversions. Okay, so once you see the example you can get the clear information. You just see the example. So this is the example of conversion of fractional decimal to binary. Apart from this, step number 1, step number 2, now step number 3 and 4 also we can follow. You just see the example directly, then you have to read the theoretical part. Okay, Yes, see the example. So the decimal, the given number is what? 0.2. Okay, what is a fractional decimal number? 0.2. Okay, so now this fractional decimal we are going to convert it into binary. How is it possible? The first step, 0.2 into 2. That is what? Multiplication by 2 method, right? So 0.2 into 2, what is answer? 0.4. Yes. So in this answer, 0, this before the point, this 0 is a integer part. After the point, this 4 is a fractional part. You just note down, take the pen or pencil, you just note down in the note. Okay. Once you get the multiplication value, before the dot, that is integer part. After the dot, that is fractional part. Okay. So student, just note it here. This number, the integer part, you just avoid it. The avoid it means what? Take this integer part 2 here. You just write here. Okay. So what is the integer part? 0. You just write down here. Then take the fractional part. What is that? 0.4. This 0.4, you have to take the next step for the multiplication process. Okay. This 0.4. So in the 0.4 நம்ம எப்படி எழுதலாம்? 0.4 அப்படின்னு எழுதலாம் இல்லையா? So 0.4 into 2, again 0.8 we have to get. Now the same thing, integer part you have to write here, and fractional part you have to take the next step. So again, that is 0.8. So 0.8 into 2, 1.6. Now this 1.6, the same thing, integer part you have to take and write here 1, and take the 0.6 alone to the next step. So 0.6 into 2, again 1.2. Again you just write integer part to here and take the fractional part 0.2. 0.2. Students, this line you just listen carefully. Now you have to get 0.2, right? So 0.2 into 2, 0.4 answer. The same step when it will be used already. The same step. At the very first step, we can follow the same thing, right? So once we done any multiplication part, the same thing should be repeated in the future. At the point of view, you can stop the calculation. You can stop the steps. Okay. So once you reach the same part, not only for this one 0.2 or else 0.4, whatever it is, the previous step in a future we can follow anywhere, or we can reach anywhere, in the sense immediately that part you can stop the execution. Understood? So now 0.2 into 2, that is 0.4. These step already we mentioned in the first one. So the same thing would be repeated here. So immediately this point we can stop the execution. Okay. So up to the last step, the same integer part is 0. That's all, right? Then after that we can't do the calculation. So just leave the fractional part here for this value. Then answer is, always we can choose top to bottom, right? But this fractional calculations alone, you just write the number from top to bottom. Okay, always we write bottom to top, yes, but here we write top to bottom. So 0 0 1 1 0. Here see the answer, 0 after the point, 0 0 1 1 0. Correct? Then after that they will continue, because it is an approximate answer only, not for absolute answer. So that's why we are putting the number like that. So no need to write this like this. You just simply write 0 0 1 1 0 alone. Up to that you just write and put the base value is 2. So this is the way you can follow the steps in the fractional decimal to binary option. Now see once again the steps. Step number 1, what is that? Multiply the decimal fraction by 2 and note the integer part. Yeah, of course we noted. The integer part is either 1 0 இருக்கணும் இல்லனா 1 இருக்கும். Then step number 2, discard that integer part of the previous product. Yeah, of course we just discarded the integer part and note down the right hand side and multiply the fractional part of the previous product by 2 in the next step. Yes. Repeat the step number 1 until the same fraction repeats or terminates. Yes. Then point number 3, the resulting integer part of form a sequence of zeros and ones that become a binary equivalent of decimal fraction. Yes, correct. Yes. So what is this one? The resulting integer part. This is the sequence of zeros and ones combination. They are telling like that. Then step number 4, the final answers to be written from the first integer part obtained till the last integer part obtained. That means what? Right from here to here, you just write all the numbers from top to bottom order. Automatically you can get the answer. In this calculation, we note one important point. What is that? The fraction repeats, the product is the same as in the first step. That means what? There's this thing, right? The fraction repeats, these fraction repeated here, right? So immediately that time we can stop the calculation. So that's why they are telling. So that is the important note of this calculation. Understood? So this is a method to convert one fractional decimal to binary. Clear? Yes. That's all. Decimal calculations over. Decimal conversions over. So decimal conversions having three main type. Number one, decimal to binary. Number two, decimal to octal, and number three, decimal to hexadecimal. And final one option, that is what? Fractional decimal to binary. So these are the different combinations of given decimal number to some other number system.